Hello, Chelsea fans. We're back with another exclusive video to bring you all the updates about our beloved club. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and show your support with a like, so you can closely follow every new development involving our heartwarming team. Chelsea's impressive run of 8 consecutive victories came to a disappointing end at Goodison Park in a goalless draw that clearly demonstrated the competitive nature of the Premier League. Despite dominating possession and territory for most of the game, Chelsea failed to convert their chances into goals, which has been a key feature of their recent success. This setback against Everton, a team that has been more vulnerable this season, served as a reminder that even teams considered weaker, like Everton, can cause problems for the favourites, especially when playing at home. The Toffees' solid defensive performance, combined with Chelsea's inability to capitalise on their opportunities, resulted in a frustrating draw for the Blues. The first half was completely dominated by Chelsea, who controlled the game and created several chances to take the lead. Nicholas Jackson, the main attacking threat, had 3 clear opportunities to score, one of which hit the post and another that was saved spectacularly by Jordan Pickford. Everton's goalkeeper proved to be a real hero, making crucial saves to ensure Chelsea did not take the lead. Enzo Fernandez also played a key role in creating chances with his precise passes that disrupted the opposition's defense, but Chelsea's lack of finishing quality and Pickford's great performance prevented them from scoring. Despite dominating the game, Chelsea went into the break without a goal to show for their efforts, frustrated by their inability to capitalize on their chances. Defensively, Everton stood firm. Although the team struggled to advance and generate offensive opportunities, their defensive line was solid and well organized. James Tarkowski and his defensive colleagues were crucial in limiting Chelsea's attacking threat. The Blues' attempts to create chances through crosses and set-pieces were neutralized by the home side's excellent defensive organization, which was also bolstered by Pickford's ability to prevent goals on several occasions. Even with a lack of attacking sharpness, Everton remained resilient and prevented Chelsea from using their possession to create clear goal-scoring opportunities. This defensive resilience was one of the key highlights of the first half. The second half saw a shift in momentum as Everton grew into the game. The team created a few dangerous opportunities and began to take more risks, exploiting counterattacks. Chelsea's goalkeeper Robert Sanchez had to step up early in the second half, making a crucial save to deny Jack Harrison, who had a clear chance to score. Everton's pressure increased, and Chelsea's defence, led by Dawson Adarabioyo and Levi Colwill, had to remain alert and vigilant to prevent the Toffees from taking the lead. Mauricio Pochettino's team seemed to struggle with the change in pace, while Everton took advantage of counterattacks and long balls to create dangerous situations. One of the decisive moments of the game came when Dawson Adarabioyo made a brilliant block to deny Iliman Ndiaye, who seemed certain to score from close range. This intervention, along with other solid defensive work from Chelsea, kept the Blues in the game and prevented Everton from taking the lead. However, Chelsea continued to struggle offensively. The lack of precision in their passing and the difficulty of breaking down Everton's defense, particularly with the rain and wind making conditions harder, made it even more difficult to create clear-cut chances. Pochettino's side seemed to have lost the attacking rhythm they had shown in previous matches. In the final minutes, Chelsea increased their pressure in search of a late winner, but Everton's defense, well-structured and solid, stood firm against all attempts. Even with several substitutions made to add fresh attacking options, such as the introduction of Christopher Nkunku and Noni Madueke, Chelsea were unable to turn the situation around. The lack of attacking rhythm, combined with Everton's defensive organisation and Pickford's impeccable performance, meant Chelsea could not find the necessary spaces to score. Their attempts to break down the opposition's defence were frustrated, and the game ended in a goalless draw. Although Chelsea dominated possession and territory, they failed to turn that dominance into goals, which left them with a sense of frustration at the final whistle. The draw leaves Chelsea in second place in the Premier League, still in a strong position, but with the feeling that they could have come away with more from the match. The team will need to learn from this performance, particularly in terms of improving their finishing and creating clearer chances. The lack of precision in their finishing and the difficulty in breaking down a solid defence will be areas that Chelsea need to address if they are to remain in the title race. The good news is that the team's defense, especially with the performances of Dawson Adarabioyo and Robert Sanchez, was solid, which could be a positive aspect to build on. Chelsea's next challenge will be against Fulham in a local derby on Boxing Day. It will be an excellent opportunity for the Blues to recover from the frustration of this draw and get back to winning ways. However, to do so, they will need to adjust their attacking play and improve their finishing, while maintaining the solid defensive performance seen in much of the match against Everton. Chelsea knows that to continue competing for the title, they need to overcome their attacking difficulties and be more efficient in converting chances into goals. If they can address these issues, Pochettino's team still has a lot to offer this season. Chelsea fans certainly have much to reflect on after the goalless draw against Everton, especially when considering the team's overall performance and the decisions made by manager Enzo Maresca. Despite dominating possession and territory, the Blues struggled to convert their numerous chances into goals, which has been a consistent theme throughout the season. Jordan Pickford's excellent performance in goal was a major factor in denying Chelsea, but fans might also be questioning the accuracy and finishing ability of the players. With such control of the game, it's understandable that supporters would be frustrated by the inability to find the back of the net. What do Chelsea fans think about their team's inability to score, despite having so much of the ball and creating plenty of opportunities? The decisions made by Maresca, particularly in terms of substitutions, will likely spark further debate among the Chelsea fanbase. The introductions of Christopher Nkunku and Noni Madueke were meant to inject fresh attacking options, but they didn't seem to have the desired impact. Chelsea struggled to build momentum in the second half and failed to break down Everton's well-organised defence. Fans may be questioning whether the right players were brought on at the right time, or whether Maresca should have made more offensive changes or switched up the formation to increase the pressure on Everton's backline. Would the supporters have preferred more attacking-minded substitutions or a more aggressive approach in the final stages of the match? Another aspect of the game that will likely generate discussion is how Chelsea handled the shift in momentum during the second half. Everton began to grow into the game, creating more opportunities and putting pressure on Chelsea's defence. While the Blues' backline, led by Dossin Adarabioyo and Robert Sanchez, stood firm, the team seemed unable to respond in the same way in attack. Chelsea's lack of adaptability to Everton's more direct, counter-attacking style could be a point of contention. Could Maresca have been quicker to adjust his strategy and counter Everton's increased pressure, or was the team simply unable to cope with the changing dynamics of the match? As Chelsea fans look ahead, the upcoming fixtures will be crucial in determining whether the team can bounce back from this disappointing draw. A local derby against Fulham on Boxing Day presents an opportunity for the Blues to regain their momentum and secure a much-needed victory. However, fans will be eager to see if the team can address their offensive shortcomings and improve their finishing in order to avoid further frustrations. While the defensive performance against Everton was solid, the attacking struggles remain a concern. Can Chelsea overcome these difficulties and start converting their dominance into goals, or will the lack of cutting edge continue to hold them back? Ultimately, the opinions of Chelsea supporters will be pivotal in shaping the narrative around the team's progress this season. The fans' reflections on the draw against Everton and Maresca's decisions will play a key role in the team's immediate future, especially in the race for the Premier League title. Chelsea's ability to learn from their recent performances, particularly in terms of improving their offensive play, will be crucial if they are to remain in contention for the top spot. Fans will be hoping that their team can find a way to address their attacking issues and get back to winning ways as the season progresses. Fresh Chelsea news every day. Subscribe to the channel and give us a like to keep it going. Comment on what you think about the news, it means a lot to Chelsea. See you in the next video.